I'm Michael Gerwitz, and I'm a candidate for trustee for single member district number 1. I want to tell you why I feel that I'm qualified, and then I'm going to take a little different tack than the rest of the speakers. I'm a product of public education, K through 12. Not anything special school district, a middle class community. Came from a working class family. But I got a very good public education, and it left me well placed for the rest of my life. Initially, I thought I wanted to be a mathematician, and I was able to get into MIT, and I got a degree in mathematics. After a few years, I decided that wasn't for me. I went to law school, and a decision I ultimately regretted, but I practiced law for a number of years. In 2003, I made the second best decision in my life, and I moved my family from California to San Antonio, gave up my law practice because I decided that I really was a teacher at heart. And what I did was then teach for the next 18 and a half years in this city. The first 3 years in high school, and then the remainder at the community college, mostly at Northwest Vista. So I've had the pleasure of teaching thousands of recent high school graduates from all over the city. So I'm well aware of what they can do and what they can't do. So you folks have a problem. So I believe I'm a qualified candidate by the experience that I've given you and my commitment to education.
My name is Lisa Thompson, and I will hold this up. I see my mother in the back doing this to me. I am running for single member District 1, which is actually right here where we are. This is my home. I have lived in District 1 for 22 years. I am a former, I say former, I'm an NEISD educator. I taught elementary school for 12 years. And my children needed me when they were younger, 2nd and 4th grade, and so I kind of refocused my efforts to PTA. I have been the PTA president at Hidden Forest Elementary, Bradley Middle School, and Churchill High School. I love it. Amidst all of this, I still sub in this district, so I am in the thick of it every day. My daughter is a junior at Churchill, and I have a son who is a graduate of ETA over at Roosevelt High School. In my time in the district, I have taught at Title I campuses. I have opened new campuses. I have really seen the diversity of our district. We are doing great things. We are not perfect, but we can always try to be and work to get there. My priorities are the same as most of the candidates that you're hearing up here. We all want things that are good for kids. That is why we're here. That is why I PTA. That is why I have put 500 volunteer hours into my school last year. We want good things for our kids. We all want fiscal responsibility. We understand the importance of that. We all want to make sure that the curriculum is engaging, relevant, meaningful. Those are things that everyone seeks to have in this district, and I'm just proud to be here. I would love to represent District 1. My boots are on the ground every day. You can find me in an elementary school tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Thank you for having me. I think I am pretty short and sweet. I learned that from my dad. I think the board made a great decision in what they said with not allowing chaplains to serve in that capacity. It's a huge liability. I have a son who is on the autism spectrum, and I would not want, I want a licensed mental health professional advising him. And so that is where I stand.
I don't know. And if forced to make a decision, I'm data driven. I would want to find out facts. Now, I've heard a lot of the reports similar to what Chris has said, and that's very appealing. But obviously, there's probably another side, and I would just need to have more information before I was make a decision, because my goal is to make informed decisions, and right now, I couldn't do that. I'm going to start off with a question. Anybody here know everything? I've been married for 31 years, so I know that I don't know everything. I get reminded of it all the time. I think parents' rights are fundamental rights. But even if they weren't fundamental rights, they'd be important rights. I think one of the jobs of the trustee is to take in as much information from as many perspectives as you can, to learn as much as you can, because you don't know everything, and then make an informed decision. Parental rights doesn't mean that we will automatically do what the parents want, just as teachers' rights doesn't mean we do what the teachers want or what the kids want. So I don't see this as a major issue. I think I acknowledge that they're important. Other voices are important. The teachers are important. The staff is important. We want to hear from all sides, I think, particularly on these contentious issues, and then make an informed decision.
My view on parental rights is that parents are already invited into our schools. I'm there every day. We have watchdogs. We have PTA moms. We have grandparents coming in. We have service organizations that come in with dogs who read. We have parental involvement in schools, and so I think when you're in it, you see that. As for vouchers, this is my own personal opinion. I want public tax dollars to stay in schools that service everyone, regardless of special needs or anything. I want the dollars to stay in our public schools.
On the issue of vouchers, I have another question. Or it seems to me, let me put it this way. It seems to me that talking about vouchers is talking about the hypothetical 800-pound gorilla when there's an actual 800-pound gorilla that's in the middle of the district and seems to be eating our lunch. And that's the issue of charter schools. Now, they're public schools, but they're competition. The high point for enrollment in the district was in 2014. And there's 68,000 students in the district. It's now down to 57,000, 10 years later. You think the population of this area has decreased in 10 years? No, it's gone up substantially. Where have all the students gone? Apparently, the board is not concerned to find out. But I'm sure a lot of them have gone to charter schools. So we need to stop.